What's up, gamers? It's me, your boy, Simeon, back again with another home video presentation. Today, we're going to be talking about my favorite topic, and that is Raspberry Pi operating systems. So, getting into it, we'll first be talking about what are Raspberry Pis. So, Raspberry Pis are basically these tiny computers that can be used like any other normal computer. So you can do things like edit Word documents, play games, browse the web. But they can also be used for these smaller scale projects, like becoming a media server, or even doing some home automation stuff if you like. They can also be used for a lot of Internet of Things things. Continuing off of that, you can buy kits for as low as $20. You can do just about anything that any other computer does, as long as it doesn't require a lot of compute power. And since they are so cheap, many people do think there has to be some limitations put in on the operating systems that run on them, but as we'll get into, they're capable of a lot. So for my past experience with Raspberry Pis, I personally have one. I use it to run a Discord bot that I use to moderate my server. So basically, if people swore on my server, it would put them in timeout, making it so they couldn't talk for 5 minutes, and so hopefully they wouldn't swear again in the future. But it also included other fun things like a lottery system, blackjack, roulette, or even, if you wanted to, you could even fight chickens for money. So some of the most popular Raspberry Pi operating systems, there are hundreds to choose from. Raspberry Pis don't really come with the operating system pre-installed. You kind of take a look at the ones available and you pick the one that best suits your need. So for some of the most popular Raspberry Pi operating systems, the first one would be Raspbian, Diet Pi, Windows IoT Core, OSMC, and then RetroPie. Starting off with Raspbian, it's most recommended for normal computer use. It has a built-in web browser, Office Suite, and even Minecraft pre-installed. It's nothing too fancy, but it's good for the average user. Next one would be Diet Pi. It's an extremely light Linux distro. It's over 4 times lighter than Raspbian, so it won't have the comforts that Raspbian has built in, but it's optimized to run on basically anything. It allows you to even tweak your hardware and software to run everything as smooth as possible. Next one would be Windows IoT Core. It's optimized to run on small devices with or without a screen. Basically, developers create apps to run on top of this operating system and use it to act as the interface for it. Common use examples of devices running Windows IoT Core include things like ATMs, registers, or even smart thermostats. Next one is OSMC, which is this media center operating system. It's designed to look good and be simple to use. It plays almost any media format that you want it to, so you can play whatever movies or songs you want on it. And it can also be used to stream media files over to other devices in your household. So if you want to, you can have your movies stored on your Raspberry Pi like the Harry Potter series, and then go onto your MacBook and stream it from there. The next one would be RetroPie. It's an emulation station that can be used to play classic ROMs. It has support for over 50 retro systems, and so your most favorite retro system is likely to be supported, and it was actually built on top of Raspbian. Getting into the advantages of these operating systems are that they can be used on extremely cheap systems that can end up doing a lot. There's no need to spend hundreds of dollars just to have some computer do mundane tasks like browse the web, and you can get these cheaper boards and optimize them to do exactly what you want. And even though you are using a very cheap system, overall the experience can be very good. Some disadvantages of these operating systems are that they don't include many of the creature comforts that operating systems like Windows and macOS include, and depending on which operating system you choose, it may not support all the programs you might want it to, although you might be surprised at how many apps are actually supported. Getting to some cool project ideas to make you think about what Raspberry Pis are capable of. You can actually turn a Raspberry Pi into a VPN server, so you can get it to manage your network activity. And if you do have a VPN subscription, it actually saves you a lot of money. And it's safe since you know you're in control of your network activity, and you don't know if these VPN companies are actually like selling your data or whatever. So being in control of it, you know it's safe. Next one is, if you're a gamer like me, you probably spend a lot of time on Twitch. You actually can create a bot that moderates your chat. If you're a streamer, you can use it to send timely messages or reminders, and actually could be pretty entertaining for your viewers if you get it to do some cool stuff. And the last cool project idea is actually extending your Wi-Fi range. And although it won't be as effective as getting an actual router, if you have a Raspberry Pi laying around, you can chuck it off into that corner of the household where you don't have much range and just get that much more use out of it. Alright, thank you guys.